Hello and welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. My name is Emily and today I am going to share with you how I create wax seals using some of the wax seal stamps that I received from, I think I'm saying it right, it's the word create and inspire kind of jumbled together, and I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Crespire. And I did a video last week where I introduced the website and the company and showed you the stamps that I received from them. Since then, they have kindly offered a discount code on their site for my subscribers. And it is my old name. So it's Emephemera5, and you will receive $5 off of orders of $40 or more. So I will put all of this information in the description box. So you don't have to remember that. You can just copy and paste it into the discount code area on the website. And yeah, get $5 off. That's pretty cool, right? So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I just kind of wanted to, for anybody who may have never used wax seal stamps before, there are many different kinds of wax that you will find. I have some sticks that actually go in a glue gun. So I have a glue gun that is specifically for, just my wax seal wax. I don't use glue in it. And this is actually a translucent color once it melts. So that is one form. And I have it on, like, this is an adjustable heat setting glue gun. I have it on the lower end because you don't want the wax to, if the wax gets too hot, I think it tends to get air bubbles in it. So you want to keep it a little bit cooler, if that makes sense. I am not an expert on this by any means. So please, if you have, more knowledge than I do, that's fabulous. I just kind of, teach myself things. I see people doing things, or I watch videos, and I, just kind of do it my way. So that's one form of wax that you can get. Another form, actually, let me grab it real quick. Well, I take that back. I don't think I have any right now, but you will find sealing wax sticks that either have a wick in them, like a candle, or they don't have a wick. But those are designed to just heat with a lighter and hold over whatever you're putting the wax onto, and it just sort of drips. That I don't like that, the wick kind especially. I've never used the wickless sticks, but the ones with the wicks, I don't particularly like. I think they smoke a lot. And I'm always afraid I'm going to set off my smoke detector and scare the dogs. So I don't use that kind, but it is one that you will find. It's convenient. It's a little slower because you have to wait for the wax to drip. But you don't have to have, a whole lot of other tools or anything. The third way that I know of anyway, is to have a little furnace. So basically, I just have a tea light candle, and then this contraption. They look, most of them look fairly similar, and that just sits over the candle, and then you would use a spoon like this one, and that sits here, and that's where you put the wax beads, and they melt in there, and then you just pour the wax onto your paper or envelope or whatever you're sealing. So I think we'll go ahead and do this method first, and I'm going to use this stamp from Crespire. It's cute. It's little, it's small. It's, I think it was 20 millimeters. Let me measure it real quick. No, it's, 15, right? Yes, that's 5, 10. I'm not great with the metric system. 15 millimeters. So it's nice and tiny. I like that it's just kind of one, you know, it's nice and hefty. It feels really cool in your hand. It's just a brass, like, you know, thing, right? So let's do that first. I'm gonna move these over to the side. And I'm gonna choose a color. What I've done is I have taken some envelopes and I'm basically creating ephemera for junk journals. And instead of putting things in the envelopes, sealing it, and then, you know, sending it to a friend or that kind of thing, what I did, they're going to be like faux letters, okay? So like this one, I cut the side open. So once I seal this, I can glue it into my journal and I have a little side tuck or side pocket, and I can also glue it in such a way that it's a pocket on the top or whatever, but it's still, it'll have the decoration here from the wax seal. Does that make sense? So I've done that with a bunch of different kinds of envelopes and I've cut them in different ways. So yeah, I thought that's what we would seal today. So let me make sure that I have everything sort of in frame here so you can see what I'm doing. And we'll choose a color here. I have a couple assortment packs. You know, you can buy them like this, or you can buy, I also have, let me see here. I have some like this these were both, I think, yeah, from Etsy. And this is just like a single color in this nice little jar. This one is like an assortment that kind of goes, you know, the colors kind of go together. So you can buy it like that. You can buy just individual colors. It's, you know, you can find them on Amazon. You can find them pretty much anywhere. Crespire also sells all of the wax as well. So check them out. If you're going to be shopping there and using the coupon code, make sure you check out their wax section as well. All right, so let's pick a color. Let's go ahead and use this pretty pink. And I don't think I'm going to need more than 2 beads for this tiny little stamp. I probably don't even need 2, but sometimes it's, you know, when you pour, the wax kind of sticks to the, or not sticks, but, you know, collects on the spoon. So it doesn't all come out when you're pouring it. And I just want to make sure that my furnace here has enough ventilation so that my candle doesn't go out. I can have that trouble sometimes. So we'll just wait for that to melt here. And let's see, this one I have the opening here. Let me grab, while we're waiting for that to melt, I can go ahead and make a little notch here so that when I put it in my journal, it'll be obvious that, whoops, well, that didn't want to cut right. Yeah, it'll be obvious that it is, you know, a pocket that in that direction. Huh, well, that's weird. Hold on. Let's try, use a bigger one. So it doesn't seem to want to, didn't want to punch properly. That's okay, we can fix it. All right, what the heck is happening here? Oh, it's never easy, is it? All right, let's see. I can probably trim that up a little bit. There we go. There, and so then when it's in my journal, you can see that that's where the opening is. All right, so my wax is melting, if you see there. Just let that sit a moment longer. What else can I show you here while we're waiting? Now what we could do is actually glue this flap down. I had an idea. Let's see if we can make it work. If we glue the flap down, then we don't have to rely 100% on the wax, you know, it actually holding it closed. So that might be a good idea. So let's do that. And then I was thinking we could actually put like a piece of something behind our little seal. So let me see what I have here. Stuff. I have stuff. This is some let's see, shorthand. It's from a shorthand book, but it might look cool. Kind of have that. Let's see how big that's going to be. Let's glue this down. This might look weird, but I don't care. I'll try it anyway. You don't know if you don't try, right? And then what we can do, so our wax is all nice and melty. I'm going to pour it right sort of on the edge of where that paper is. And I'm kind of going, you know, sort of in a circle, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll just sit our stamp right on that. I'm going to grab a tissue, let that sit for a minute. Be very, very careful, obviously, when doing this. I have burnt myself before, but if you just kind of quickly run a tissue in there while it's still hot, you can change colors very quickly. There we go, sort of. It's probably good enough. All right, and then we'll just wiggle that off of there. Oh, look how cute. I love it. That's adorable. I like that a lot. That's adorable. Okay, let's do another one like that. Let's see here. What do I have? Let's do this one. This one I think I opened. No, let's do this one. No, where did I open it? Oh, this one I opened on the bottom. So it would be like a side pocket. So let's pick a wax color. Let's do, yeah, let's do some teal. That's pretty. We'll let that melt for a second. I'm going to glue down. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to cut my little notch. Hopefully it works better this time. Try to get it sort of centered. There we go. That was perfect. I know it's me. It's user error when I can't get my punches to work. It's usually just my hands aren't strong enough and, you know, all that fun stuff. All right, so that's ready to go. And let's see, what can we, let's add some ribbon. do this. Let me cut it a bit. I think it would be pretty just like that. And then I'll pour the wax right on top of that fold there. So I'm gonna hold it while this is melting. I find this process very soothing and satisfying. And I don't know, I like to do this when I'm feeling anxious or, you know, I just need some calm. This is calming to me. All right. I'm actually gonna grab no, that's okay. We don't have to do that. Okay, I think it's ready. So I'm just going to be really careful that I don't pour the wax on my actual hand here. And make sure get a good little blob going. Whoops. And that's okay. That just adds character. I'll hold that down nice and tight. Make sure that it will hold the ribbon down as well. Come on. Let me let it sit for a minute. There we go. Oh, how cute is that? I got a little bubble there, but that's okay. It's fun because it doesn't matter if it, you know, if it's perfect or not. I think it looks perfect. Very cool. And then we have a nice little side pocket. So it's, you know, I think wax seals aren't just for sealing envelopes, you know, with stuff in them. You can just use them to decorate as well. Let's do, oh, no, you know what? I'm going to move on to the glue gun. Let me move this out of the way. And this is going to be really hot. So I'm just going to try to carefully move it out of the way here. There we go. Okay. So now what I wanted to show you is what I do with the blank stamps. So this was a set where you got 3 different circles and 3 different squares, and they're all just blank, and you get 2 handles. And I'll show you what I do with these. I'm going to use the sort of middle size of both here. For the moment. Super easy to switch those out. And then I have these are like little dried flowers that I got. Oh, some of them came in a resin kit that I got for Christmas, and some of them I just purchased on Amazon. So same thing, I have envelopes here that I've cut open. This one I already sealed and I cut open the top so it would be a long top-loading pocket. And I think, let's see if I can get this to work and put a little thumb notch in the top here. There we go. And all right, so for this one, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pull it down here so you can see. I think I'll use the square, the middle-sized square, and I'm gonna use my translucent glue gun style wax. This isn't glue, it is actually wax. And then we'll choose a flower to kind of smush into the wax. So what do we want to use here? And tweezers are definitely your friend when you're doing this. So maybe one of these guys. Even with tweezers, I sometimes struggle. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna sit this, where am I gonna sit this? I'm gonna make sure, oh good, it's gonna stick to my tweezers, so that'll work. So actually for this, and now that I'm thinking about it, for that size flower, I think I'm gonna do the smallest square. All right, so let's go ahead and squeeze out some wax here. Okay. Oops. And then I let that sort of sit for a second. Oops. I'm gonna sit my flower right on top, and then we can smush it down. I'll let that sit for a second. The nice thing about the glue gun is there's no cleanup. The bad thing about the glue gun is you kind of have to use up what's in it before you can change colors if you have multiple color sticks. For now, I'm just using, I only have the translucent color sticks, so it's no big deal. But if I were to, get more glue gun sticks, I would have to use up what's in there before I could move on. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that neat? And then you can have your little top loading pocket. You've got your pretty little flower right inside that seal. I like that a lot. Let's do another one. Let's do a bigger one, and we'll do, this is a fine size. We'll do the circle. And let me get, let's see, I think this envelope is open on the top. Let me see if I can cut a little notch in it. There we go. Okay, so we'll do another flower. We'll do a bigger flower this time. And then I'll show you with some book page. Let's see, which one do I want to use? I think I'll use this pretty blue. Let me see how that's gonna, yeah, I think that'll be pretty. Okay, so it's just like a blue, almost looks like a hydrangea bloom. All right, so we will go. Just kind of press that in there a bit, and then just make sure that the petals aren't, folded up on themselves. We'll just let that sit for a second. Oh, there we go. That's very pretty. I like that a lot. See, and then you have your just your top loading pocket, and you could glue it in so that you could have a side tuck as well, or whatever you would want to do. Love that. All right, let's try with some book page here, or I don't know what I have sitting around. We'll figure it out. Maybe just some scrap. Some scrapbook page. I'm just gonna sort of tear a rough square. And what size is that? Kind of like that one. Make sure that's not too hot before before I touch it. All right, now let's do this. Actually no, let's do this one. All right, this one I have open on the top as well. Okay. And I'm trying to decide how this is gonna, you know what, that's too big. Let me get a bit of a smaller piece. Go. Now you could also put the book page down first, like we did with this one, right? And you could put more, you know, use a bigger stamp and more wax, and then you could see the print through there if you're using the translucent. But I think that looks pretty cool. I like that. All right, let's try this one. I opened up on the side, and let me see, let me think. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna grab some of my little sari silk thread. Let's see, I want this sort of pink color here. It's sort of a mess in this jar, but that's okay. All right, that'll work. Everything wants to stick to my fingers. It's winter, so my hands are dry. Imagine that. All right, I'm just gonna kind of smush that up there. Now we want a bigger circle, I think, for this. It's going to be off center because I got distracted by the dogs barking. But that's okay. Not sure what he got upset about, but something was scary. All right, let's see if this worked at all. I feel like I might have messed this up, but let's see. Oh, it's kind of neat. You kind of got, I mean, it's pretty cool inside there. This over here didn't work so well, but maybe let's try something. I'm gonna put the smaller circle on here. Bear with me. So I'm just gonna kind of heat up this wax that's already here with that, you know, with a little bit more. And then I'm gonna like re-smush that. Let's see what happens. We're just playing, you know, who knows what's gonna happen. Oh, it's fun, right? All right, let's see what that looks like. No, that was kind of a fail. That's okay. It just, yeah, that one didn't work. No worries, no big deal. All right, let's try the string again. This time when I'm not distracted. See if we can make it work. Let me go ahead and cut a little thumb hole here. This one is, I'm gonna glue it first. There we go. Okay, now let's try this again. Let's see, maybe we'll use some of this pretty purple. And I might actually put the wax down first. I think what happened was it sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? It like didn't want to sit right on top of the string, so that's okay. There we go. And we'll just sit that there. And then I think this is going to be much better. And then you have, you know, a whole bunch of just ephemera ready to go. Oh, that's much better. Look how cute that is. Oh, I love that. That's fun. It's fun, and it probably feels neat too. Super cool. I love that. And yeah, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little pieces ready to go in journals, and they all have, you know, different tuck spots and places. You've got some ribbon here, you've got some book page and flowers, and even some leftover Sari silk string. All right, guys, please go check out the website listed in the description box for Crispire, and please use that coupon code if you're going to place an order. And yeah, there's so much on that website. You could spend hours looking at all of the awesome wax seal stamps, and then, you know, all of the stationery items and the wax that they have. Just go and have a look, and hopefully you will find something that you like. And I hope that this inspired you to try wax seals for the first time, or maybe you have some, you know, already, but you've just been afraid to use them. Maybe this gave you some ideas. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.